Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum.
And I'm Sam.
And today we're having a look at the Blanton Single Barrel.
Alright, so we need to start off with saying, well, not saying, but acknowledging there's like a little bit of hate for, there's a little bit of hate for Blantons going out there. And I don't know, there's a few reasons why that has originated. I assume because some parts of America, and just the rest of the world, but specifically America, Blantons in all shapes and forms is really, really hard to find. Some other places, really easy. You know how Buffalo Trace in places in America is just like impossible to find, even though like here in Australia,
you can get it anywhere.
Everywhere. It's like a cheap stuff like people buy. Not the same as in cheap, but the same here with that as here. So like we can buy Blantons anywhere. Like majority of big liquor places have it in Australia. There was the single. What was it called? This is the single barrel.
I thought it was a single barrel. But
this is the single barrel. There was another one. There was like 100 and
straight from the barrel.
I don't know. It was
straight from
small batch or something. I don't know. But that one was like 190, and the gold as well is always like the gold's not always in stock, but it's quite easy to find. But yeah, so I think there's a bit of annoyance around people like having to be on wait lists locally and then go finding it, and then once they get it, they're a little bit underwhelmed. Because I've never had that experience, I've just picked it up as soon as I've found it. I've not had any kind of poor, I've just been objective with the taste, and I really like it. I think it's a really nice bourbon. I think it sits well compared to like a lot of the other ones. It's got like a nice cherry kind of hit. It's also got a lot of like other nice fruity notes going on. I've always liked it. It's just a classic bourbon. I think it's got more red winey notes in it.
This reminds me of Elijah Craig without the peanut note. It
reminds me of Rowan's Creek, to be honest. I get the kind of red wininess in there. Like I get like fresh raspberries.
We've got a little bit left if we want to compare.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, now that you've said Rowan's Creek,
it's got some like raspberries in it and stuff. It's nice.
It's got really red, ripe fruits.
Yeah.
Raspberries, bit of strawberry.
And on the taste again, a bit more of those winey notes, even some like dessert white wine notes. And it's got nice caramelization, heaps of wood sugars, a decent amount of like wood bitterness. It's got quite a bit of wood bitterness. Sweetness is like right where I think it should be. I feel like it's just a really decent bourbon. Like I get you should not be paying like exorbitant amounts and trying to like go to your heart, like just putting so much effort in to find one and then overpay for it.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that at all. But if it's easy to find and it's just at the price that it should be, the regular RRP, then I totally get why it's a good bourbon. I like it. I think it's amazing.
I like it.
I would not go and pay more. I would not drive extra distance to find it because I just don't care that much. But I don't know, when it's available to you for a decent price, I think it's damn good. It holds up.
Brown sugar plum, stewed plum.
It's like an apple crumble, extra wood bitterness on there than a regular bourbon.
It's like the wood bitterness of the Bookers, but without the alcohol content.
Yeah, I was about to say it's hard to tell because the alcohol's so much higher in the Bookers, but I agree that there's definitely quite a bit of wood impact.
I want to try straight from the barrel. I think that's what it's called. The $200 one. Which what is it, 65 or something %?
It was like 60, something like that, 64% or something.
That might have to be my next purchase.
I was about to buy it today. It was so close. It's 189. I was so close to getting it. I was like, nah, wait for another payday or something. Let's hold off. Just got out of quarantine. Let's not be we've been buying budget bourbons all quarantine. Immediately out of it, just jump into a $200 whiskey.
Alright, so
we're gonna have to rebuy some Rowans. We love it.
I mean, Noah's Mill is from people that make Rowans. I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, Rowan's Creek, we both love this bourbon. I think that's what made me buy Noah's Mill.
Yeah, it was. I remember you saying.
The bottles are the same. We love Rowan's, and it's cask strength. So what can go?
Oh, is Noah's Mill cask strength?
It's 60%, 59%.
Oh no! I'm way more excited about it. I didn't know that. How much was it?
150 Australian.
You know what we need to do is buy Stag again.
They smell virtually the same. That's got a bit more like nail polish remover in it.
It does on the nose, but
Yeah.
it might be just because it's like in a new, like freshly cleaned glass. I don't know. I always kind of get.
But they, apart from that, it's virtually the same. Same like red winey. Maybe it's red.
Yeah, this has
just
got,
whiny
this has got more of like a. It's a bit brighter. Like it's got that more fresh note to it.
Mm.
This is a bit more like brown sugary. This has got like grapes in it.
Texas single malt is the nose I'm trying to remember.
This is hotter and more barrel bitterness.
That reminds me that on the nose, Balcones Texas single malt. That's what I was trying to
Every
remember.
time I do this, I just blow out my palate and I can't tell anymore. The Balcones.
The nose, not the taste. The nose. It's got that really dark, rich.
Maybe this has got way more like melted plastic and like plum. Even just through the bottle, I get it. But I get what you're saying. These are all quite. They've definitely got similarities between all of them. I think this is a bit sweeter and a bit more rounded with the fruits. This has got a bit more barrel impact. I think it's a high proof anyway, though. So
I think it's only 40. I think.
yeah, I think it's like 50. It tastes hot, way hotter.
I have no idea to be honest.
Yeah, so it's 50, so it does taste hotter, so that makes sense. It also tastes.
My mistake.
It also tastes like it's got a bit more like bitterness to it, barrel bitterness. This has got more apples for me. That's got more bright stuff in it. They're both really damn good.
I gotta say, I think I fall with the Rollins a bit more.
You like it better?
No. But the only problem with that over here is that Rowan's is impossible to come by. Nick's is the only place I have ever seen
true.
that.
I prefer the blends.
You prefer blends?
Surprisingly, because I love Rowan's. I think, but I'm also trying to like calibrate what I think this would be like with an extra 5% on it. Same proof. I reckon it'll be. I reckon these have got nicer flavors. These would be condensed even more. But that's so damn good as well. The Rowan's is so good. They're very comparable though. I would say that is a decent comparison. If you've had Rowan's, and you like it, you'll like Blanton's and vice versa.
Oh yeah.
Again though, I'm a big fan of Blanton's, but if you're Blanton's shill because it's just all hype and stuff like that. I found Blanton's before I even knew that it was a popular thing because it's so easy to find here.
In Australia,
yeah. So I think, well, even Victoria, where we are, I don't even know about other areas in Australia. If it's way too hard to find and way overpriced, totally get it. Waste of money, don't bother, because it's just it's the same kind of like tunnel of flavors of every other bourbon, just with like a little bit different the way they all are.
Yeah.
It's not going to be worth going crazy out of your mind.
Go back to this. You get like some rubber plastic note there on the nose.
Yeah, it's smelling more. Maybe it's evaporated a bit more the alcohol, because I've got very little left. I actually kind of want. I'm gonna pour a tiny bit more and try it with water. I normally only do this for scotches, but we should probably start doing a bit more for bourbon. Do you want? No, you can.
No, right now.
We should probably start doing it for bourbon as well.
Yeah.
More fresh, like you've just bitten into an apple. A juicy like apple.
That smells even more like Balcones now for me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh.
The nose is
better.
so good. I think the nose is better than the taste. The taste is good, but I reckon the nose is what like gets me going for this one.
Black tea on the taste. Black tea herbal. A bit of water.
It's a bit more dry.
Yeah. This is like a Macallan.
Dry.
Smells better than it tastes.
Yeah, but I don't really like the taste of Macallan for a lot of Macallans that much at all. I still really like the taste of this. But yeah, I think I don't know. I put this neck and neck with the Rowan's Creek.
Yeah.
But again, they're bourbons. They taste the differences is quite minimal when you're looking at like premium-ish, middle of
If
the
you were
road.
to blind taste them,
It's going to be
virtually
very,
the same.
very difficult if you're blind tasting this and Rowan's and probably Noah's Mill and also like Maker's Select and like all these kind of like mid to higher proof mid to
Bourbons.
high price bourbons,
Yeah.
I think you're gonna get lost like pretty quickly. But don't really have anything else to say.
Very nice.
I think it's really nice. I think it's interesting. Totally get why you wouldn't overpay for it or go out of your mind trying to find it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it, but it's worth buying at normal price and availability. So yeah, I'm pro Blantons when it makes sense. Otherwise, whatever.
Why does that sound so political?
I think it is in the whiskey community. I think it is. I think it started a bunch of fights. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching this episode of Everything Whiskey. If you liked it, leave us a like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it if you do. And if you do, we'll see you in the next one.
Cheers.